about my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch of my savior. Give me that touch of my hater. Service can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You would drop in a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? This, what you don't want to see more, or you want to see more, but you want to see soar. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you're fed up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no love?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Here's Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourself, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he pushes way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Come on.
Here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here at 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Murray now. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And Murray's going to keep this. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Wide open receiver, complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's what they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's taken down inside the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A short throw to Ingram. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 9-7 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Dobbins is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Harvey will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Murray now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
And they're off 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance, it's run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Nix to the air. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. To throw is Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yard.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 48 yards. And the Broncos had 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, they a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw is Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
17 yards. And the Cardinals.
Murray looking to change the play here.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And Wilson with it, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jahmyr Gibbs as the first half is winding down. And the Cards are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Nix from the shotgun. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. The give, right side for Gibbs. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
He's got McBride here over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Murray going to fire one out wide. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Nix. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a second one.
And a short game down to about the 33.
The second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 33, here's second down and 8. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's McBride. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now it's 2nd and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Murray again. This one finds Austin out right. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Another run here with Dobbins. Down the right sideline. And almost scored. J.K. Dobbins. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Dobbins trying the left side. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Nix to the air. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. What's good on the extra point? And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 31. Cardinals.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw, it's Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Riley Moss. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 14-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and goal.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know,